What's up, you guys? Welcome back into iHeartRadio's official wrestling podcast, the Battleground podcast. And man, what an exciting week it is. Tomorrow night, you got the NXT versus TNA showdown. And today on the show, we are joined by your and our TNA Knockouts champion, Kelani Jordan. Kelani, what's going on? How are you?
Woo! I'm fantastic. How are you?
Man, I am doing pretty good. And I got to tell you, it's been a wild and exciting couple of weeks for you. First, we got to see your first ever WWE action figure in a box. Then you
Yes.
turn around and you become the TNA Knockouts champion. Has this all soaked in yet?
It doesn't feel real. It's honestly like just a surreal moment. I still feel like I'm in a fever dream because I never would have thought in a billion years that I would have an action figure and also being able to be champion. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And planning a wedding all in that time
Yes,
frame.
I know. The wedding planning, honestly, the wedding has took a back seat because I have champion duties.
Exactly. I want to go back for a second. Take me back to that moment at Victory Road. What is running through your mind the second that you find out that you are winning the title? Because obviously it was a crazy night for sure. Ash had to relinquish the title. Then
Yeah.
there was the Battle Royal. You get in there, you win, you become champion at the end of the night.
The day was crazy. I was not expecting that. Of course, I believe in myself and all that, but I was not expecting that. It was my first time in TNA, and when I found out Ash was vacating the title, not part of me, I did feel sad because I know how much she cares, how much she wanted to elevate that title. So, and also Ash has a special place in my heart because she was my mentor here in NXT. So I'm happy that I was able to get the title from her and be able to carry what she wanted to do.
Yeah, for sure. Now, was there ever a really good piece of advice that Ash gave to you that just has stuck with you? What was that one piece that she gave you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. She's given me so much advice, honestly. But I think the biggest thing is she told me, like, hey, you're talented and you're going to go far. Don't doubt yourself. You believe in yourself. And that's something that I've always carried with me every single day. And also, I was so early on. I mean, I'm still fairly new to wrestling, but I was so early on where the pressure, she's like, ignore the outside noise. Believe in you. You got this. And it was around like the breakout tournament time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have 2 segments in a TV match. I don't know. I'm so nervous. And she was just always there for me.
Man, and obviously, it seems like a lot of people have been there for you, cheering for you, because obviously, you wouldn't be having gold around your shoulder right there if somebody didn't believe in you. And it seems like not only does TNA believe in you, NXT believes in you, and of course, the fans believe in you. Because I know personally here on the show, we were very excited when we saw you win that title at Victory Road, and
Oh, thank
a lot
you.
of great things happening for you in 2025, and the year's not even over yet.
Yes.
Um, but this whole NXT TNA partnership has possibly been one of the coolest things we've seen this year, the biggest shakeups in wrestling this year. From your perspective, as somebody who is now kind of splitting the fence on both sides,
hmm
what has been the coolest part of seeing these two worlds collide?
I love it. I'm all here for it. For me personally, I just love it because I'm able to wrestle people that I probably normally would never be able to have the chance to wrestle. But also, I've only ever experienced NXT locker room. I've never experienced a different locker room. So I'm thankful that I'm able to experience different styles, the way different brands operate, and I feel like that's helped my learning experience so much. So that's something I feel like I never would have been able to experience if we did not have the partnership.
Right. Absolutely. And of course, with this partnership, there always comes drama. We've had this before and we've had Trick on the show. We've talked about that. And, online, and some people that are in the NXT locker room have called you a traitor.
Yeah, what
Uh,
the heck?
Given your NXT roots now and holding the TNA gold, how do you respond to that kind of reaction? Does it like motivate you, or does it maybe get in your head just a little bit?
It definitely motivates me, but I will say I'm a bit disappointed at my team NXT because one, I was chosen as captain. So that's first and foremost. And secondly, I'm a champion on the brand of TNA. So why would I not represent Team TNA and help them and help us get a victory? And also, I wouldn't say it's getting in my head because I've wrestled each one of those girls on Team NXT. So I kind of feel like my team, we have an advantage. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
NXT is going to have home court advantage. However, I've wrestled all of them so I can help my team, know what they're going to try to do.
Right, for sure. And of course, you mentioned it. You got picked as the TNA team captain. Of course, there was some people that, had some things to say with this
Yes.
showdown that's happening tomorrow. Apparently upset Jordan Grace and a few others who felt overlooked. Um, did you, obviously, knowing that you're the champ, you knew that role was coming. How do you approach leading a division that might have some divided loyalties within it?
Yes, absolutely. So I feel like, well, one, as a champion of as TNA Knockouts world champion, I want to win. So I don't like losing. I'm competitive. So whether I was on NXT or TNA, I want my team to win. I've always been like that my whole life, so it's not going to change now. That's first and foremost. And yes, I will say I am aware though that I know NXT feels like I'm a traitor, so I know they're gonna try to, they're upset at me. But then I also know my teammates are one day gonna want to come for this title. So I have a target on my back. So I'm just gonna be super focused, but also aware of everyone around me, just in case. Even Jordan, now that she's special guest referee, and she thinks I'm a
Also,
gaslighter. So
also, here's what I don't get. Why is everybody giving you so much flag? Nobody's giving Trick Williams all this
yeah, what the
this
heck?
this drama.
He
Like
wears
nobody's
his
calling
title
him a
upside
traitor.
down. He wears the title upside down, and they don't say anything. I'm trying to represent Team TNA, do it the right way.
It's awful. They need to give the same hate that they're giving you. Trick needs to get that as well. Although I don't understand why you get hate because you're just so bubbly and always smiling. So how can anybody hate you? That is what I'm trying to
Thank
figure
you.
this out.
Thank you. I appreciate
Oh
that.
man. Now let's kind of shift the focus past Tuesday night. You've got Bound
Yeah.
for Glory right around the corner. Of
hmm
course, you have a big matchup with Indy on this one. How are you feeling heading into this Knockouts title match against Indy with a massive stage and a tough opponent like her?
Yes. I'm excited, and I would be lying if I said, "Oh, I'm not nervous." Of course, I'm nervous. It's always nerve-wracking when you're wrestling in front of anyone, whether it's one person, a million people, doesn't matter. You want to do your very best, so I'm nervous. But I feel confident. I feel ready physically. I feel ready mentally. And I know Indy is a very talented wrestler. She's a smart wrestler. She's very powerful and she's strong. So I know our styles will mesh very like seamlessly because I'm a high fly, she's powerful. But I know I have to have my A game on because Indy is ready. She was NXT champion before. She shocked the world before, and she could shock the world again. So I'm just going to be ready, give my all, and I really do feel that I'm going to retain this championship.
Absolutely, for sure. But also on the flip side, I just want to look at the what ifs. Even though we know it's not going to happen, we know you're
Yeah.
not going to lose that title. But what if? Because ultimately, if by some like I don't know some accident or whatever you end up losing that title, you obviously have to go back to NXT and you have to face those women in the locker room and they're like, oh,
Yes.
you can't keep the title on TNA, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you handle that expectation? Because obviously at the end of the day, after Sunday, if you lose that title, you have to go back to the NXT locker room.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing. That means I can't lose because if I have to go back to the locker room, oh my gosh. Without my title, it's gonna be a hard one because I feel like, when people say like, I told you so, and then you have to like build the trust back, trust takes years to build. It's gonna be a rough one. So let's just, pray and manifest. I don't lose it. But if what if it does happen, it's gonna be a very rough next few months for me.
Well, let's hope that that does not happen at Bound for Glory, and let's hope that you still remain champion at the end. And they say, and still once your match is over.
Yes.
Last question, because I know the champ's time is very precious today. If you could have one artist come out and do your theme song, like recreate your theme song, anybody, who's that artist you
Ugh.
picking?
Oh. Oh gosh. Okay, so I would have to pick Akon.
Okay.
Akon, I love Akon. Ever since I was a little girl, I had his CDs. I would always tell my mom, "Can you play it again? Can you play it again?" And even when here at the Performance Center, when we're lifting and they're like, "Any song request, any artist," I'm like, "Play Akon." So I love throwbacks, but I don't know why. I just love Akon.
Okay. So let's have Akon, when it's that big WrestleMania moment for you.
Yes.
Akon does your theme song.
Yes.
Let's
I would
do it.
cry.
Put it out there in the universe. Akon does your
Yes,
theme song.
I
Oh,
would
that's
cry. I don't know, my inner child would be so happy.
I think all of us would. When you said Akon, I was like, wow, that would be incredible. Just hearing him come out doing whatever theme song. I don't know. We'll figure it out once it
I know.
happens because we're manifesting this thing
Yes, we're
happening right
manifesting. I
now.
know it's random, but I do love Akon.
Oh god, Akon had some hits. And you know he has a song out with like Rascal Flatts as well, the country band. So I
Yeah.
mean, he's still out there doing stuff. But
Mhm.
again, it's such an honor to have you here on the show. And before we let you go, anything you want to say to the fans watching or listening to this right now?
Yes, definitely. This is an exciting week in wrestling. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. Watch Team NXT versus Team TNA and just the whole show on CW. And of course, this Sunday, make sure you tune in and watch Bound for Glory. It's gonna be the biggest pay-per-view in TNA history. Manifesting.